Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I often get a lot of people asking me how to use the gradient tool, so today we're just going to go through the basics of the gradient tool. So we're just going to start by making a rectangle. It can be any object really, but let's start with a rectangle. So you have your object, and let's just put some kind of color in it to show what it's like normally. So as normal, you've got your stroke. We'll remove that here, and you've got your fill. So if we want to make gradients in Illustrator, we have several options, and they are all available in the gradient panel. So I have my fill here, and this shows that it's this green. But if I want it to be a gradient, I have to click here to activate. And as you can see, it just sets it up as a basic black and white gradient. These colors are controlled here. So here's the white, here's the black. If, for example, I have another object here, which is, for example, in this red color, and I want the black to fade into the red, then I would click here and set this opacity to 0. As you can see though, that retains this kind of white aura, so I can also click here, change this to black, and then you get your black fading to 0. This gradient slider, as you can see, adjusts where the change of the gradient is. So these two things are the colors. So if I don't want that to be black, but I want it to be, for example, a different red, or this purple, this one, let's set it to, or maybe even another color like this green or something. Well, let's stick with that one. So, but if you don't, and you can move the kind of amount of the gradient here, as you can see. You can change the angle here, so you could go 90, and that will flip it. You could go 70, that would flip it by a little bit less. You could go 180, that will make it like this. These are all various options. You've got type here, so you can also go radial, which brings it out from the middle of the object. If you then, for example, swapped these two round, then you would get it going like this. And there's not much else to it really. That's about it. You can also do some adjustments using this gradient tool, which lets you change where the center is. So, and change other things. For example, you can change more intuitively how the gradient works. And there's the slider there. So that's also quite good, and you can change the angle and things like that. So if this was linear, not radial, then you can change the angle there like that. Change the length of it to really kind of get a very intuitive feeling for it. Another nice thing that works quite well is, for example, if you have a circle, so you go to your ellipse tool, make a circle, you've got your gradient. Let's try, say, a radial gradient. And you can also click this reverse one here, so that just does what we said, but reverses it. So say you want this to look slightly 3D, you could just take the gradient tool, and then you can just move this so that you get something that looks slightly like an old school sphere now. So yeah, there we go. That's the gradient tool. Please share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for everything. Like I always say, not too much.